going on, beautiful people?
Hey y'all.
I'm Amiri.
I'm Zara.
And we're back. We got a couple of touchy subjects tonight. Especially dealing with forgiveness. Forgiveness in marriage, relationships, whatever. Marriage, more so. But perfect time, and not to say that I'm glad that this happened. I wish it never would have happened. But the situation dealing with the Ray Rice saga and the Rices and what her name? Janay Rice. What it was, Janay Palmer. That's when she was his fiance. Everybody knew the story around that. Quite frankly, I'm tired of hearing it. Not brushing it off because it's a strong issue, but it's the way people, it's being carried on as if we're not dealing with two people in their lives, their personal life. And it's unfortunate that it had to happen on camera for everybody to see. Because by then it becomes everybody's business, Everybody have the right, or not even have the right, but that's how it is in society. Everybody dealing with the social media and all that, and it's everywhere. But it's sad that two individuals are being tarnished within in the process, and it's unfortunate. Not saying, I'm condoning nothing Mr. Rice did, but today, since then, there's a lot of things that go on that I can't say, that nobody can say, because we don't know exactly what happened between those two individuals. But, man, I strongly believe that the brother don't. This is my belief, my opinion. He doesn't look like a person that would be capable of doing it multiple times. It seems as though, and I don't know. It's more so me hoping that it's not going on like that, but it looked like they're a strong couple. The young lady wouldn't be sticking by him if he wasn't a solid brother. You know what I'm saying? And hearing how she's reaching out, defending him, standing in his corner, and being there for him, because nobody else is. And that's a blessing to have the person that you're gonna share the rest of your life with still backing you, even though she was quote unquote the victim. And she was a victim to violence at that time, but they're in this together. They made those vows. Through sickness and health, death do us part, rich and poor. It is what it is. And they pushing through it. But it's unfortunate how the media and how people is just assuming and just bashing. Man, it was awful. It was awful to see, but at the same time, nobody knows exactly what happened. Unfortunately, the video didn't have audio. You don't know what was said. What built up to that. Because women, sometimes women's tongues can be triggers. You know what I'm saying? You pull the trigger, it becomes a deadly weapon. Not lashing out on the women, but those of you who, who talk and get yourself in that position, listen, I'm talking to you. Whether you like to believe it or not, sometimes your tongue could get you in a very bad position. A lot of times. And not taking nothing from the brothers. Brothers, look here. Compose it. Hold your temper. And if you necessarily have to beat up on, we discussed this before in one of our videos, I think the last one. If you necessarily have to take out your anger on something, Don't let it be that woman. You know what I'm saying? And just find something to break or something. If you own your house,
broke the camera.
Huh?
He could have broke the camera.
Yeah, Ray, you should have found that camera, ripped that bump out. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know why I just thought of that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh goodness.
You know, if you own your house, more. I'm gonna say if you own your house, if you had the money to fix your wall, if you man enough to hit that woman, man, you man enough to punch that wall. You know what I'm saying? I'll find something and break it. You know what I'm saying? Or invest in your punching bag or something. Go downstairs, wherever you got that bag, go punch it. Because hitting that woman is not acceptable, man. And women, you have to know, please, just leave the man alone. Just leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? It's probably some shit he going through or something. I ain't talking about them crazy brothers, but it's just crazy. Just want to beat up on. Leave him. Get out of there. Leave him or help him. Like my wife brought that up today. Find some help for him. Yeah. Help build him up. You know, don't tear him down. And another point she brought up too, that marriage is a serious thing. So we have a lot of people that wind up addicted to drugs and drinking problems because they can't get a grasp on their marriage. They don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Right. Kids, you know, add pressure. You know what I'm saying? You've been trying to provide out here and things ain't going right at work and this and that. Trying to figure out a way to do things. And, you know, that's why, you know, it's good to know who you with. Before you tie that knot, figure each other out. You know what I'm saying? Figure out each other, you know, how y'all act under pressure, how y'all handle pressure. And see, especially for the women, we need y'all. We need y'all to build us up in those times so we can carry the load. That women, if they find out how your man is under pressure, whether it's manageable, to where you could build him, make him stronger. And if he just folds under pressure, then that's not a good person to marry. Straight up. I mean, if there's nothing you can do to help him, I recommend you not marry him. Let him grow as a man. Let him find himself first. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that if you come across, if you find another man that you know that y'all compatible with, yeah, you know. I'm not saying that person might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be at a certain point in your life and that person is not. But you know, the most important thing is don't what's the word I'm looking for? Don't force it. You know, just sit back, you know, y'all do y'all thing and see how it is. See how that person is, what's his buttons. You know, and all that come with time though. I mean, you can't really plan it. You can't plan this. The only thing you could plan to do is help each other out, forgive each other, be there for each other, build off each other, support each other. That's the only thing you could plan to do because it's a ride. We ain't been married that long, but I'm gonna tell you, you know, we ready. We ready for it because, and it ain't been a ride. You know what I'm saying? We just come off of a situation. You know, it's a heavy situation, a serious situation that you know, with our faith, you know, and the help of my wife, understanding what she has to do as a wife to make the situation better, because in the household, we feed off of the women. Women are the leaders of the household. Not the leaders, but they maintain, they sustain the house. And how her energy is how everybody's energy is. You know, and women, I know it's hard. It's hard, you know, to hold, bite your tongue, or you know, but it's beneficial because that storm will pass right on over.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Touch, for being the woman that you are. I love you so much. And this is not choreographed, y'all. This all the stuff that probably get on y'all nerves. Oh, they too, they they too much in love.
It's all good.
But yeah, just just it's the only thing you can plan. Plan to support.
Plan to forgive, right?
And plan to forgive. Be forgiven. It's the topic.
Forgiveness.
No.
Amir, y'all quiet down, okay? Thank you. But he pretty much covered a whole lot of bases with that. If y'all follow the Inspired Life on Instagram, you see I did post a picture of the Rice family. And I did, state that that's what we stand behind. We stand behind building a black family. And anything that's tearing down the black family, we don't stand for. And while we don't condone domestic violence, issues of marriage are not for public scrutiny, to me. And if she forgave him, the rest of the world pretty much just has to shut up and let her be a wife. Because, just like he was saying, when you get married, there are issues that you will have to deal with. I don't care who the man is, how much money he has, how great and awesome he is, he will have problems. And if you shuck and jive and run at the first problem, you're not fit to be married. And I need to make this disclaimer before y'all go run into the comment boxes. If you are single and alone and bash men and call women stupid for forgiving their husbands, don't even waste your time commenting. Because I have 3 words. Are you married? If you're not married, you don't understand. Forgiveness is a big part of it all. It's been a whole lot of things that if I had told the world our business, or if the world had the opportunity to see what was going on with us, a lot of women would say I'm stupid for still being here. A lot of women, they're lonely though. They're single. So would I be stupid for staying and forgiving my man for whatever it is that he's done? And having a husband who now takes care of me, who takes care of our children, who I have helped, who has helped me? Or would I be stupid for saying, you know what, I ain't dealing with that. I ain't putting up with his shit and blah, 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 and being alone at night. Looking on the internet, trying to find out who else is alone so I can talk with them and gossip with them about these married people's relationship. I would rather not. I would rather humble down, hold my tongue, submit myself, and chill. Be taken care of for the rest of my life. I don't take pride in saying I'm a hard-working woman. I don't take pride in saying I'm independent and I can do it on my own. I don't take pride in the single parent phenomenon. I take pride in being a good wife and being a good mother and doing what God said for me to do. Because that came up today as well when I posted the picture. A lady said that it is not godlike to stay. God wants us to forgive, but God doesn't want us to be stupid and stay in a situation where we're being hurt. God wouldn't want her to stay with her husband, and this is God's way of telling her to get out. And I just assumed this woman had never read the Bible, because the Bible, not one place in the Bible does it say for a woman to leave her husband. It does say that if you do leave your husband, you cannot marry anyone else if he's not dead, like literally dead. And if you do, you're an adulterer. And if you leave him, your aim should be to reconcile with him and for y'all to get back together. So we can't condone anything that tries to break the black family apart, because overall, that's what we see is being done here in the media. They're not trying to, defend her, because if they were, when she said, y'all have ruined our life, y'all have embarrassed us, then they would have stopped. They don't care about this black woman who was savagely beat, because she wasn't savagely beat. He hit her twice. They don't know what happened in their relationship. What they're trying to do is further create the stereotype that black men are these monstrous animals who beat on their women, who savagely, take advantage of women and their families, and the society should be scared of them for some reason. This man clearly was remorseful. They went to therapy, according to them, which is nobody's business if they didn't. If they still got married, let them people live. And that comes up in all kinds of relationships. If a woman chooses to stay with a man who is putting his hands on her, that is her choice. You are in no position to call her stupid. You are in no position to say she's wrong, because you don't know what he's going through or what she's going through. A woman who can forgive her man and try to help him work through that is a stronger woman than a woman sitting down saying that she's strong and independent and she ain't dealing with no man. Because God didn't create you, woman, to be by yourself. He didn't create you to not put up with no man's shit. He created you to help that man. So she is here to help her husband, and she's doing what God sent her here to do. And people will say, you can't use religion to keep a woman bound. And that's not using religion at all. That's speaking on what God said. He said for men to love their wives as Christ loved the church. But I tell you what, when the church was out of line, Christ went there and flipped that mug upside down. So let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. It's not a situation that we condone, like I say. But I have been in a situation of domestic violence. I grew up seeing women beat on men and men beat on women. I grew up seeing it all, pretty much. And then when I was grown, I ended up in both situations. I had a situation where I was beating up my boyfriend, and a situation where my boyfriend was beating me up. And I don't call myself a victim. I don't think that she was a victim, because she admitted that she was wrong in that situation. I think that our problem as black women is that we don't want to be corrected. We don't want to be held responsible for the positions that we put ourselves in. We want to be able to say what we want and do what we want and flip off at the mouth and hit this man and push this man and throw hot grease and grits and water and all this stuff we want to be able to do without being corrected. Because society has put us up on this pedestal. And yes, we are queens. But I tell you what, you will never see a queen step out of line with a king. Because a king will not call for a throne. A king will replace her with another queen who knows her position. And that's biblical. That wherever you want to look, it has happened in society. You are not higher than that king. Period. And if you can't elevate a man to his kingship, then you're not worthy of a king. And I see a lot of women calling themselves queen this and queen that who don't have a king. Who never have a king. Who never will have a king. It doesn't make you a queen because you stand up for yourself. Because you're supposed to be taken care of. You're supposed to be protected. You're supposed to have a man that will stand up for you. So that don't make you a queen. Raising your children by yourself. And that's not to say, single women have put themselves, everybody attracts their situation to themselves. But that's not to bash or to say, you shouldn't be in that situation or whatever. It's to be real. Your mouth will get you in trouble. A lot of women have pushed men away with their mouths. A lot of women have ended up in domestic violence situations because of their mouths. My dad told me as a very young girl, because I had a very flip mouth pretty much my whole life, your mouth is going to get you in a whole lot of trouble. And I never understood it until I was grown with a man of my own, and my mouth got me in a whole lot of trouble. So, ladies, it's to your benefit. They are having a ball. It's to your benefit to learn to keep silent, to learn to hold your peace. It don't sound nice. Y'all might unfollow and unsubscribe or whatever. I don't care. We're not here to make y'all like us. We're here to help build black families. We don't have a marriage that works because I tell him, I give him a piece of my mind all the time. Like he said, we just came up off a situation. And had I given him a piece of my mind, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. Had our grandparents and great-grandparents and foreparents left each other every time, somebody lied or somebody cheated or somebody got into a fight, we wouldn't be here. None of us would be here. Because every marriage that has lasted has had some situations where the woman said to herself, oh, I never put up with that when I'm married. And you go through it and you get through it. That's what marriage is about. Love is not this movie that you see. Love, get that out your head. Turn off the TV. Stop watching movies if you have to. That's not love. Love is not, and not to say that love is beating up on each other and painful and this, that, and the third. But being able to forgive someone is love. Being able to hold this man up when the whole world is trying to tell what y'all have down is love. Being able to say, you know what? Yeah, he hit me. Yeah, that was embarrassing. But I wasn't completely right in the situation. He did it because of this. He did it because I did this. And that's because I know it's women out here who gonna get in the comments and talk about all these statistics, and thousands of women every year die from domestic violence and their men are killing them and dragging them and this, that, and the third, and all that. There are some men who have anger problems. There are some men who have drinking problems and drug problems. We're not talking about those men. If you are in that kind of situation where this man is just relentlessly beating on you, leave. If you have married into that situation, get your husband some help. Men, if you are in a situation where this woman is relentlessly beating on you, leave. If your wife has that problem, get her some help. But don't play the victim and tear this person down.
Amen. Live your life. Just live your life as if somebody's watching you. Because if you're doing the right thing, you don't have to worry about being corrected for doing wrong or being viewed as a criminal. Because somebody's watching.
All the time.
All the time. But we don't hold ourselves accountable because we don't understand the realness of God. You know what I'm saying? We don't fear God. Nobody today, it's the majority of us say, oh, I God body this. I don't even understand what that means. But God body and all that. I don't really get that. But anyway, all that. We don't, I'm putting it like this. The majority of us don't really believe in God. Because we wouldn't do the things that we do. We wouldn't do a lot of the things that we do. When you live your life, every morning you wake up, you know that you have a job to do because somebody's watching and they expect you to live your life accordingly how he wanted to be lived. Then you don't put yourselves in certain places. You don't affiliate yourselves with certain people. And you live your life knowing that he's watching you. So you don't, when women understand how they're supposed to walk in the eyesight of God, they don't put themselves in a situation to get bad.
Right.
Men, we don't, men, we know what type of women we should have. And we don't, I'm going crazy. We don't, by then, we don't put ourselves in a situation to have to forcefully, get our point across to women. because we know that women are supposed to be modest and humble. You know what I'm saying? And even if so, we know dealing with society, we'll have the understanding enough to know that men, black men especially, we have a target on our back.
Exactly.
If at that woman wrong.
Exactly. The wrong woman at that.
And the wrong, that, like I just was explaining, finding the right type of women to deal with. If at that woman wrong, she calling them people on. She might bust you up a couple of times.
And then call them.
And then call them. And they come in here seeing you all blooded up, cut up, and they still gonna handle you.
You're going to jail.
So men, just, you know what I'm saying? Just pipe down, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of us doing all kind of stuff, lifting weights and doing this and building testosterone up and down your body, you know what I'm saying? And that, you know,
that's good.
That's a good thing. Take care of your body. But this is what the purpose of having the proper wife. Wife. Not your little lady, your little fling, your little snack, none of that. Your wife. Because I'm gonna tell you about that too. A woman could, you know, you got a lot of situations going on where you got side pieces and side chicks and all that, and that woman will say that it's all gravy. But eventually, nobody wants to be second place all their life. Eventually that'll become a problem. And that's where a lot of domestic violence problems come too. And that's another reason why people so quick to up and leave, because they think, just like my wife said earlier, they think the grass is green on the other side. And it's not necessarily true. Everybody got problems. And nine times out of 10, that person you leave for have worse problems than the one you left, because it's a reason they single. You know what I'm saying? All got whips and chains and all kind of just kinky shit, crazy shit going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It might be schizo or something. Got 16 different personalities.
Right.
Man, look. And brothers, if it I ain't gonna set a lot of brothers up. You know what I'm saying? I would say if it feel good, then it's probably right. If you find a woman that's, put it like this, I heard a man say he found his wife, he knew that was the one, because she was the hardest to get. She didn't give him the time of day. For one, because he was out there effing on, being the whorish type, whoremonger, but he wanted her because she was modest, she was simple. He wanted, and he changed his life for that woman, and she held him to that standard. She wasn't gonna give in. Look, if you're gonna be with me, this how I gotta be, straight up. And men, we if we want it, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be material, whatever. If we want it, we're going to do what we have to do to get it. And if women don't, hold these men accountable. If you serious, if you got yourself together, hold that man to that standard. And I know a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, I heard Kevin Hart say one time, you hold us, put us on a high of a pedestal or whatever, something like that. What he said? We too high on a pedestal. Take us down a little bit. I know we crazy. We do dumb shit all over the place most of the time. But if you don't have that high standard for yourself, then you're not worthy of nobody. If she figured you could reach this high standard, this high level, these high standards, then aim for that and see. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't live up to those high standards, then you don't deserve that woman. You know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing we could do. You know, it's nothing we can't do if we don't put our mind to it. And that has to be something that we put our minds to, as being a better man and a proper man for these women out here, because our women out here not protected. So you, regardless if you think that you can't get to that higher level of manhood, you know what I'm saying? That woman see that it's a potential in you. Women see stuff like that. They see the potential in us. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't worthy to get it, then she wasting her time. She not gonna waste her time with you. You know what I'm saying? And then for the women too, if he's struggling with it, build him up. Cause y'all know more than us. Y'all know the potential that, you know what I'm saying, in us. Y'all see that in us. And man, we don't care. We just, all we want to do is, you know what I'm saying, we want to, well, men want to provide for something or somebody. And then if y'all take the time out and prove to ourselves that we are, you know what I'm saying, the man that we supposed to be, then we gonna go all the way. We're gonna do it. But just like women need us, we need our women, man. We need y'all to have our backs. Likewise. It's a joint effort. We all fucked up out here because we all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's not no blame. Men slipping, women slipping. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, with all due respect, is my wife said made this point too. It's like our fuck ups get brought to the forefront. Everybody, when we mess up,
when men,
you know what I'm saying? When men mess up, it's all over the news. It's all on the paper. But they got the women. They got it as if women can do no wrong. It's a joint effort. It's no blame. It's not one-sided. We both out here tripping. We both slipping because we don't have each other. This one trying to do his thing. She trying to do her thing. She don't want no man telling her what to do, and he don't give a shit. Because now women don't hold men to no standards, so men can just do what they want with each and every woman they see, and it's unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? This thing shipping. I mean, this ship sinking. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna go all the way under. Most High won't see it. So this black family situation gonna get strong. There's nothing that nobody can do about it. It's gonna happen.
A certain few, and if messages like this rub you the wrong way, you might not be a part of that few, because we started out wanting to inspire everybody and help the black community as a whole, and, you know, help everybody raise up. But as we go on, we see marriage and having a functioning, unbroken home is a special thing, and our special people are worthy of it. You can look at a situation like the Ray Rice situation and say, well, it wouldn't be them. But the fact that she was able to forgive him, the fact that they got married after that it's been since February when that actually happened, and she's still standing behind him. She's still not playing the victim, but taking her responsibility in the situation, just lets you know that that's a family that will last. Like my husband was just saying, women have gotten to this place where they don't want to be corrected. We are told through the media that everything that we do is right. There's shows that condone women being whores, women cheating on their husbands. There's shows and movies and books that really make that the good thing to do. But when a man cheats, he's a dog. There are we're allowed to hit on men and fuss and holler and scream and cuss them out in the streets and do this and that. But when they do it, it's wrong. Everybody wrong. Right. You are not allowed to be a whore. You are not allowed to cheat on your husband. I don't care how lusty or whatever, whoever comes along. That's not okay. There's actually a couple. I'm not going to say their name because we don't want drama. But there's a couple, a black couple. And this is the kind of things that we're up against, who have a whole website dedicated to open relationships. And they're married. Dedicated to letting other people into your situation. And they make monogamy seem like it's a sin. That's how backwards this society is. And we have all these problems. We're activating these sexual energies and sensual energies and erotica, this and this, that. and we letting all that into our situations. But then when the man goes and cheats, or the man goes to the strip club, or he's watching porn, or he's doing this, it's like, now he's wrong. Keep your situation sacred. Keep your situation pure. And how you do that, ladies, the scripture tells you, chase conversation. Speak positively when you're talking to your man. You can change him. We have influence that we don't even realize. Just like we can influence a man to kick our asses if we talking too much bull, we can influence a man to love us and protect us and take care of us by what we say to him, by what we expect of him. Just like he was just saying, it's in a man's nature to naturally want to protect a woman. But women, we have gotten out of the mindset of needing to be protected. You need to be protected. Okay. Women, we need to understand and appreciate the fact that we are the weaker and we do need to be protected. And we also, as a whole, need to understand when our families are being attacked. When it's not Ray Rice and Janay Rice that's being attacked right now. It's the black family as a whole that's being attacked. And understand that you can't be pro-black and not be pro-black family, because we can't build a nation without families. This is the foundation. The most revolutionary thing we can do is not marching, it's not rioting and looting and getting on stage and hollering about what's wrong with the society. It's building these families. So anything that breaks down those families, the Inspire Life ain't having nothing to do with it. Any family that is trying to keep it together, we commend y'all. And we stand with y'all. You know, no matter what she decided to forgive him for, that is their business. Period. So if y'all see him messing up and I forgive him, don't even feel like you can comment, because you can't. and if you see me messing up and he decides to forgive me, don't even feel like you can comment, because you can't. So, you know, we stand for families, and that's that. You hear our children in the background all the time. This is real for us. This is every day. We truly believe in the black family. We know that 99% of y'all ain't gonna get with it, but that 1%, we are so worth it. Love is where it's at. Black love is where it's at. Living by these laws and doing what God said to do when it comes to marriage, children, family, spouses, that's where it's at. So we ain't with that Western romance. Yeah, it's cool and fun from time to time, but marriage is real. So that's our little 2 cents.
Marriage is real. Marriage is real. Just like our father said, God rest the dead. Once you get married, it's not about you no more. It's about that covenant you stood before the Most High and said those vows or whatever. Came together, tied that knot. It's a tied knot. You know what I'm saying? If you go through the hell to unravel that knot, that's chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like I told a partner of mine, man, look, if you walk with your shoes untied, you liable to trip. You're going to trip. You're going to keep tripping until you tie that damn knot in them shoes. You got a good, you walk. You walking tough. You walking strong. But that's our 2 cents. Full cents.
Full cents. 5 cents, because we got one little cent in here chiming in.
That's Little Nugget. That's his nickname. So y'all call him
his or her. We don't know yet.
I be totally trying to slide that head in there, but it's all good. As long as he's healthy, I ain't tripping. Be great and be inspired. Peace.
Peace.